The truth behind the viral $2,000 Trump Christmas dividend check. The viral rumor explained. Over the past several weeks, a major rumor has been spreading across Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and even some community groups. Many older Americans have been asking the same question. Is President Trump sending out a $2,000 Christmas dividend check? Today, we're going to break this down clearly, calmly, and honestly, so you know exactly what's real and what isn't. You may have seen headlines claiming that everyone, seniors, retirees, Social Security recipients, low-income Americans, will get a $2,000 payment before Christmas. Some posts even say these checks are already approved or that your payment is pending. The truth is far simpler. These claims are not based on any real government program, and we're going to walk through exactly why. But before we go deeper, let's start with the most important foundation. We need to understand what a dividend check actually is, because this is where much of the confusion begins. What a dividend actually is. A dividend is not a stimulus check. A dividend is not Social Security. A dividend is not a government benefit of any kind. A dividend is money that a company pays to its shareholders, meaning people who own stock in that company. If you own even one share of a business, that business may choose to give you a small portion of its profits. That profit-sharing payment is called a dividend. This is a business transaction, not a government program. So when you hear phrases like Christmas dividend checks for all Americans, that should immediately raise a question. How can the government pay dividends if dividends come from companies? The answer is simple. It can't. The government does not pay dividends. It pays benefits, refunds, or stimulus payments, but dividend checks? Absolutely not. This misunderstanding is one of the main reasons the rumor spread so quickly. Why the rumor spread so fast? Now let's talk about why millions of people believe this. There are two main reasons. People are financially stressed. Inflation has hit older Americans especially hard. Groceries, rent, utilities, insurance, everything costs more. So when someone hears about a possible $2,000 check, the mind immediately wants it to be true. This feeling is called wishful thinking, a psychological tendency where we believe something because we want it, not because it's supported by facts. Social media amplifies misinformation. A single post with a flashy headline can reach millions within hours. Someone sees it, shares it without checking the source, and soon the rumor becomes common knowledge. Then fact-checkers try to correct it. But by the time the truth comes out, the false information has already spread far wider. That's exactly what happened with the supposed Trump Christmas dividend check. Section 4. What would have to happen for it to be real? Here's something very important to understand. If any U.S. president, Trump, Biden, or anyone, wanted to send payments to every American at any time, including Christmas, a specific legal process must occur. There is no way for a president to simply announce a new payment secretly or overnight. Here is what would have to happen. A bill must be written. The bill must be introduced in Congress. The House of Representatives must vote to approve it. The Senate must vote to approve it. Funding must be allocated. The president must sign it into law. The Treasury Department must announce the payment schedule. The IRS, or Social Security Administration, must distribute the money. Every major media outlet would report it. Every government agency website would publish details. Every news channel would be talking about it. There would be zero chance of you hearing about it only through random YouTube thumbnails or Facebook posts. That's why the rumor simply doesn't hold up to reality. Where the confusion really came from. Even though the $2,000 Christmas dividend is not real, there are some real discussions happening that might be causing the confusion. For example, 1. Discussions about stimulus ideas. Some politicians have talked about future stimulus programs, especially for seniors. These conversations are real, but they are ideas, not laws. 2. Discussions about tax rebates. Some lawmakers want tax cuts or tax rebates for working Americans. Again, these are proposals, not approved programs. 3. Discussions about tariffs and economic relief. There has been talk about tariff-related economic adjustments, but none of these involve direct payments to all citizens. 4. Comparisons to Alaska's permanent fund. Dividend Alaska does pay residents a small yearly dividend from oil revenue, but this is a state program, not a federal one. and it has no connection to Christmas or Trump. Some content creators on social media mix these ideas together, sometimes on purpose, to get views or attention, resulting in confusion. What real government payments look like. Here's the good news. There are real payments that older Americans can count on. Social Security benefits. These arrive every month. They are not gifts, not bonuses. They are earned benefits. If any special payment were added, you would hear about it through the Social Security Administration, the IRS, major news networks, government press releases, tax refunds, and credits. Each year, millions of Americans qualify for tax credits that reduce their tax payment or increase their refund. Unemployment benefits. These exist for those who recently lost work. Low-income support programs. Programs like SNAP, LIHEAP, Medicaid, state relief programs. These are real, established programs, not rumors. Pandemic stimulus checks. Historical. During the pandemic, Americans received 3 rounds of stimulus checks. These were legitimate because they followed the legal process we mentioned earlier. Nothing like that is happening now, and certainly not before Christmas. The red flags. You should always watch. For whenever you see a headline claiming $2,000 checks approved, look for these warning signs. If it doesn't come from SSA.gov, IRS.gov, Treasury.gov, a major news outlet, it's almost certainly false. If the video tells you, hurry, claim your payment now, this is usually a sign of clickbait or a scam. If the headline includes huge amounts of money, $2,000, $5,000, $6,400, $12,000, be cautious. These numbers are often chosen because they get people's attention. If the video refuses to cite any law, that's because no law exists. Protect yourself from online misinformation. You deserve accurate, trustworthy information, especially when it concerns your finances. Here are simple steps to verify anything you hear. Step 1. Check a trusted news site: CNN, Fox News, AP News, Reuters, NBC, ABC. If none of them are reporting it, it's not real. Step 2. Check official government websites. SSA.gov, IRS.gov, and WhiteHouse.gov are the only places official programs get announced. Step 3. Use fact-checking websites. Snopes, FactCheck.org, PolitiFact. These sites debunk viral rumors quickly. Step 4. Ask someone you trust. Never click random links or enter personal information without confirming the source. What real financial help actually exists for seniors? Now that we've made it clear that the viral $2,000 Trump dividend check is not real, let's focus on something much more important: the real benefits, programs, and financial resources that older Americans can access today. Many seniors are unaware of how many legitimate programs they qualify for. Some are federal, some are state-run, and others are provided by community organizations. These programs can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars each year. Let's walk through the most important ones. 1. Extra help for Medicare. Part D. If you take prescription medications, this program is incredibly valuable. Extra help helps pay Part D premiums, deductibles. Copays. Many seniors on Social Security automatically qualify, but millions who qualify never apply. This program alone can save $5,000 a year in medication costs. 2. SNAP benefits for seniors. You might think SNAP is only for low-income families with children. It's not. Millions of seniors qualify for food assistance and never apply because of pride, confusion, or misinformation. Even qualifying for a small monthly benefit can help stretch your food budget and make a meaningful difference, especially when prices keep rising. 3. LIHEAP energy assistance. If you're struggling with heating or cooling bills, LIHEAP can provide utility bill payments, crisis assistance, furnace repair or replacement. Winter months can be especially difficult, and no older American should have to choose between food and heat. 4. Property tax relief for seniors. Many states offer senior property tax freezes, property tax reductions, rebates, or credits. If you're a homeowner, this is one of the most overlooked savings programs. 5. State senior discount programs. Most states offer senior savings in areas like prescription drugs, public transportation utilities, phone services, state parks, housing assistance. These are not rumors. They are official state programs. 6. Free or low-cost meals. Through senior centers. Local senior centers, churches, and community organizations provide free lunch programs, delivered meals, holiday food baskets. These services are real, dependable, and widely available. Why seniors should verify information. Carefully, seniors are often targeted, sometimes intentionally, sometimes through neglect, by misleading financial content online. That's why verifying information is more important than ever. Here's what you should always remember. 1. Real government programs are never a surprise. You won't wake up to a secret new check. You won't be told, claim your payment now before it expires. Real programs are announced on government websites and major news outlets through official press conferences. 2. Real programs never require you to pay a fee to receive money. If someone says you need to pay a verification charge or send your bank information, that's a scam. 3. Real programs never come only from YouTube creators. A YouTube video can explain a program. A YouTube video can break down the details, but it cannot be the only source of the information. If a major benefit were approved, you would hear about it everywhere, not just in a single video with dramatic music and a clickbait title. Why people fall for sensational headlines. It's important not to blame yourself or others for believing these rumors. There are real psychological reasons why so many people fall for this kind of content. 1. Financial stress makes hope stronger. When times are difficult, people naturally cling to anything that sounds helpful. 2. Headlines are designed to trigger emotion. Words like breaking, approved, urgent, or you qualify are crafted to grab your attention instantly. 3. Repetition makes false information feel real. If you see the same rumor 10 times in 1 week, your brain begins to treat it as normal, even if it's fake. This is why being informed and skeptical is so important, especially when our financial well-being is involved. What you should do if you want financial relief. If you are looking for real help, not rumors, here are safe, reliable steps you can take. Step 1. Contact 211.org. This service connects you to local programs, such as housing assistance, food programs, utility support, medical resources. It is free, nationwide, and trusted. Step 2. Visit ssa.gov for benefits. The Social Security Administration provides retirement benefits, disability benefits, survivors benefits, information on Medicare savings programs. If there is ever a new payment or benefit, this is where it will appear. Step 3. Visit irs.gov for tax credits. You may qualify for elderly and disabled tax credit, earned income tax credit, if you work part-time, medical expense deductions. These are real ways to get money back. Step 4. Check your state's official website. Every state has its own. Senior income exemptions, utility credits, tourism and transportation discounts, food assistance programs. You might be missing out on valuable resources without knowing it. Step 5. Talk to a trusted advisor or family member. When something sounds suspicious or too good to be true, ask someone you trust. This one simple step can save you from losing money or giving away your personal information. The truth about federal payments and the future. While the rumor of a $2,000 Christmas dividend is false, it's also important to understand that future economic programs are always possible. Congress could approve future stimulus payments, senior relief programs, tax rebates, Medicare enhancements, cost of living adjustments. But none of these would be secret, and none would happen without public debate and official announcements. What's real today is simple. There is no $2,000 Christmas dividend check, no law, no funding, no program, no government announcement, no evidence at all. And that's exactly why it's so important to rely on trustworthy information. Final advice to older Americans. As someone who works closely with seniors, I want to give you this final message straight from the heart. You deserve accurate information. You deserve honesty. You deserve clarity. And you deserve protection from misleading content. Never feel embarrassed if you believed a rumor. Millions of people did. What matters is staying informed, moving forward. Always check the source, the official website, the law. The government announcement, your financial stability is too important to risk on misinformation. Closing message for the audience. If you want ongoing, trusted updates on Social Security, Medicare, senior benefits, and real government programs, not rumors, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We provide clear, factual, senior-friendly information so you never have to wonder whether something is real or not again. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Stay safe, stay informed, and as always, take good care of yourself. We're here to help guide you through every financial update step by step.